of shots attempted by DSU there. Going in strong. We're in the third match. 5 minutes put on the clock. Throwing on down. We see Vaka Flocka passing it over to Juicy, who brings it to Orange Head, and Heads is going in strong here, and Cogtray throws it in and taps the ball onto the wall, throwing it out of Heads' hands. Very interesting play as a double commit was thrown out of balance there. Juicy Penguin here in the corner now with Heads and Vaka Flocka. Vaka getting Murky K off the ball. Cogtray throwing it on down and almost getting that goal, but Murky K for the save. Here we see him pass it on over to Juicy in the center, who knocks it down onto the ground and into the corner side. As B-Vest throws it, Cogtray knocks it out of his hand into the corner here. Murky K throwing it up and around, trying to get a reset. Juicy Penguin is going to go and knock by Vaka Flocka. B-Vest going in strong onto the side, grabbing some boost and getting ready to dribble this on down. Cogtray with a nice bump off the ball. Throwing him on down. Heads is catching it and bringing it to blue side corner. Juicy Penguin is waiting, however. Go ahead and brings it on up. Heads gets a bump. Juicy Penguin going on strong. Vaka Flocka not able to quite get it a little bit past Murky K, but that was just a plan. Murky K bringing in strong here, bringing it around to play some defense. B-Best going in and getting a nice save there after Heads tries to dribble it on down. Vaka Flocka with the pass on in and almost getting that. And here we see Cogtray was just not quick enough as B-Vest goes and beats him to the ball to get that secured goal for U of M. Murky K trying to bring in that side. Vaka Flocka throwing it on over and down. Here we see B-Vest tapping it into the air as Heads goes and makes a nice save to bounce it out over to blue side where they counteract him, and Murky K throwing it back over to orange. B-Best knocking it back into the corner here, and Heads throwing it over to the goal, and a pass over Murky K into the corner, and here we see over tap to the center, but there was a demo on Vaka Flocka, and now he's back up. However, so unfortunate to see that pass get demoed on. Vaka Flocka in the corner here getting some nice boost. Throwing it on down. B-Vest here, passing it over. Here we see in the corner, Cogtray in the center with a nice save. Defensive play here. Vaka Flocka throwing it over after Heads gets a nice save. Murky K throwing it back into the corner here as Cogtray tries to save it with Heads, getting a nice reset. Murky K coming on back from the ceiling and a bounce off the ground here. No one's in the ball right now. Cogtray with the save. But a demo from Heads onto Vest, and then a demo on Heads from Murky K. Oh my goodness, a lot of aggressive playing going on here. B-Vest over here on blue side with a nice save as Penguin is also getting bumped off the ball by Vaka. Juicy is going to go and do the best he can, but get it taken away from him as Heads comes in strong. Jump on over, a bump on Murky K right there. Heads throwing it over and just barely not getting a goal as it bumped off the edge there. Oh my goodness, here we see B-Vest throwing it on down over to the side wall here. Heads counteracting him, but B-Vest gets it over him. Vaka Flocka takes it from him instead, and a nice double save from Juicy Penguin and Murky. Oh my god, another save. B-Vest is getting a save out there as well. The ball was rolling in. They had to get that out of there with a nice little pinch motion. Vaka Flocka off to the side of the wall, and Cogtray throwing it on down. Not quite making it inside, though. Back over to orange side here. Murky K with the ball. Vaka Flocka getting a nice resistant play in the center field. B-Vest throwing it on over to the corner, and Cogtray with the reset out of that corner. Back over to blue side. Cogtray has the ball, dribbling it over to the other side as Juicy Penguin's trying to chase him with Murky K. Murky K throws it on up with the team. B-Vest gets it out of the goal and over into the orange side. Vaka Flocka tossing the ball on the wall, getting it back over to B-Vest, who saves it, bringing it back to orange side. Cogtray with the catch. 1 minute remaining on the clock. No points have been scored. Cogtray is going to bounce it off the wall and throw it on in here as he's going in. B-Vest catches it and brings it over to the orange side here. Heads is going to go and throw it out of the goal with Cogtray, who gets a nice save. And here we see B-Vest throwing it over to the other side, but Vaka Flocka tosses it over to the orange, to the blue side, and Murky K is with the save of Juicy Penguin, and Cogtray taking it from Juicy Penguin, and a demo goes on Murky K from Cogtray. 30 seconds remaining on the clock. They get the ball out of the blue side here, back over to orange side. Juicy has the ball. Throws it over to Murky K, who's waiting heads with a nice try to catch as B-Vest takes it from him instead. Vaka Flocka taps it over to the corner. Heads knocking it back over to the corner as Murky K was trying to do some magic. Here we see 7 seconds, 6 seconds, almost goal from Vaka Flocka. Heads knocking it out of the corner with a reset onto the top. Juicy is getting a nice little rundown goal here. Vaka Flocka, oh my goodness. Knocked it onto the ground, and overtime has begun. Nice reset. Cog Tray and Juicy into the center there. Murky K throwing it over to the orange side. Here we see Heads throwing it back to blue side as blue side B-Vest gets demoed by Heads. And Vaka Flocka throws it on down into the center here. Cog Tray with the tap over. Almost making a goal, but not quite. Hitting just the top of the goal. Getting that out of there. Heads bumps Juicy off the ball as he was bringing it over. B-Vest goes and hits it back into the orange corner. Getting a nice reset into the center there. And Murky K goes ahead and bounces it out of there. Cog Tray with a nice save. Throwing it on down out of the goal range. Heads going back into the corner, getting a nice reset bounce out of there. B-Vest catching it, throwing it onto the backboard, throwing it down was Juicy, but Heads was there to block the goal entirely. Murky K throwing it back down, however, Heads tossing it over to blue side. B-Vest with the nice catch off the ball here. Heads in the corner with the two. Cog Tray and B-Vest here throwing it on down. It's now back onto orange side where Heads catches it, keeping it to the blue side into the center. He goes for the aerial drop in, and he goes and he almost makes a goal, and he just hits it on the corner there. Oh my goodness. What is going on? Cog Tray throws it on over here. He passes it back and forth. B-Vest going and catching it, throwing it in, and Heads bouncing off the side. Here we go. Juicy Penguin throwing it back to the orange side. Cog Tray taking it from him, keeping it in the corner, getting a nice reset into the center, but no one was there to catch it. B-Vest throws it back over to orange side, brings it on down to Heads, who throws it back to the blue side, and Juicy Penguin catches it, but Cog Tray and him go head on, knocking and stopping each other in place. Juicy Penguin gets bumped off the ball finally as Heads goes into the corner and catches it. B-Vest goes and knocks it back into the corner. However, B-Vest is going and throwing in. Cog Tray with a save. Oh my goodness, here we see Juicy back on the game, gets demoed by Vaka Flocka, however, and a nice head save after Murky K takes it from him, keeping it on orange side. Vaka Flocka goes and throws it on down to Heads, who Juicy Penguin takes from, and goes and almost gets a score, but Vaka Flocka is there with Cog Tray, who gets a nice save and passes it over to the blue side, and we see B-Vest throwing it on down and almost making another goal. Then we see Heads is there with the ball, catching it over, bringing it to blue side. We see a flip from B-Vest going here and getting a nice save as well as a nice little tap up underneath the ball, getting it out of the goal. And we see Vaka Flocka on the side here, trying to get a nice positioning for Cog Tray, but not quite making that shot there. Heads going and doing the same thing, and oh my goodness, Cog Tray with the score! What a nice off the top of the board, getting the goal. Throw in. Heads bounced it off the backboard. Cog Tray in off just the tip of the edge of the top, throwing it on down in there, and that's a 3-game sweep for Maroon. The Griz Maroon is bringing it in strong tonight. We saw 5 shots from Cog Tray, 4 from, I believe, Heads, and 3 from Vaka, going in strong there. What an amazing play from the entire team. Good teamwork, good match history. Everything was going strong. Now, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back at 7:15, where Griz Maroon, the team we just saw play, is going to be going against Boise State, our old nemesis and rivals, who we played last year and got decimated by. Hopefully, we can bring it on back and destroy them and show them who's boss this year and this time around. I'm your host, Disco Potato, yet again coming at you live from the esports training room. See you soon.